Alright people, so I'm here with a RANTAMANIA video. I usually do requested video topics in these, so I go through a list of, like 5, 6, or 7 video topics that were requested by people and talk about them. So if you want to request a topic for me to talk about, I'll leave it in the comments in any one of my videos, because I look at all my comments, so leave it in the comments. Or you could ask me on Twitter at WWE Heel Punk or at Ruthless Ranter. So, first thing, kind of a weird topic here, but the question of somebody sent me an article about Coke and McDonald's being bad for your penis, your dick, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I don't know if it's true or not, whatever. But we all know McDonald's and Coke and shit like that, sugary shit, shit filled with trans fat and all these horrible things, preservatives, additives, antibiotics are horrible for you. So I mean, Coke and McDonald's, I mean, it's it's nice to put up a headline. It's something that people will probably click on. Oh, McDonald's is bad for your penis, but we got to realize too that just McDonald's is just in general just terrible for you. So probably true, because I mean McDonald's is horrible for you, and I mean, when you eat healthier foods too, you have a better sex drive, and shit like that. I mean, a lot of the shit like the BPA in plastic bottles is known to fuck with your sexuality and your hormones and shit like that. So you have better hormones when you eat healthier food. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt this. So next topic is David Cameron quitting after the Brexit vote. I mean, it was great news to see the Brexit. I was a supporter of Brexit. It really fucked over globalism and the New World Order agenda. And David Cameron quitting is just another symbol of how Britain voted to take their independence back. And here in America, we have the option to take our independence back if we elect Donald Trump. I don't know if it'll happen. I'm hoping it does, but we'll see. But I mean, it was just David Cameron quitting was just a symbolism of people wanting independence and freedom, and how that movement is now rising, not only in Britain, not only in America, but really you could argue worldwide now. I mean, I think worldwide people want freedom. I know in like Austria there was a conservative, I think, who was in the presidential elections who like barely lost or something to those lines. So I mean, with Britain and America, and I think freedom is kind of rising worldwide. Next one, there was apparently some violence at Euro or whatever the fuck. I mean, I was trying to read up on it. It was pretty fucking confusing and shit, but apparently people were promoting violence or some shit like that. I mean, obviously not good. But I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, pretty fucking crazy that there's fucking maniacs, causing violence at these soccer games. But I mean, you don't really see that much of violence, I mean, here in America when it comes to our sports. But, pretty crazy over there, I guess, in Europe. I don't fucking know what the fuck happened, but I don't really know what to say about it other than that. It's pretty fucking sad, I guess, to see all the violence. So next one, somebody wanted me to talk about Muhammad Ali and him being the best boxer ever or something like that. I was not alive during Muhammad Ali, nor am I a big boxing fan, so I can't really comment to that too much. I know there's other boxers like Mike Tyson and shit like that, but I mean, you're asking me to talk about a topic I pretty much know nothing about. But I mean, the thing I have to say though, I mean, it was sad. Parkinson's is a terrible disease. My grandpa had it, and it is a terrible fucking disease and shit. But was Ali the greatest boxer? I mean, I guess you could. I'll ask my viewers, maybe some of the older viewers or people who are actually interested in boxing, their thoughts on that, because I have no interest in boxing. I never really watched Ali, so. So yeah, the next one is apparently Kevin Owens had a restaurant incident here and the restaurant owner knew Ariel Helwani. And you know, when shit like this happens, it's basically a he said, she said shit, and you know, the wrestling news websites will cover it and shit, and it's whatever. I don't care. I really don't give it. You know, really, I don't give a damn, really. You know, apparently Kevin Owens said he had bad service or some shit. I don't care. It's a fucking small issue, you know. I mean, it's the same thing, you know, like when Paige and Del Rio, apparently they're dating now, and people are so, you know, so, oh my god, they're dating. We gotta make huge stories about it and talk about it 24/7. Who the fuck cares? I mean, leave these fucking wrestlers alone. Like, every fucking small thing that happens, you know, in their lives, people, you know, these wrestling, and when it comes to bigger celebrities, it's like, oh my god, they're followed by the paparazzi all the time. But I mean, even with these wrestlers, like, oh my god, Kevin Owens has a bad experience at a restaurant, we have to make a story about it. It's like, no, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. And I've stopped paying attention to these wrestling websites, part because they put rumors, oh, rumor, this is going to happen, that a lot of times aren't true, or report this is going to happen. Like, shut the fuck up with these so-called rumors and reports, and oh, we have a source that says this. And a lot of times they're just not true. They're just stories to get people to view them, and it's bullshit. So I don't give a shit about Kevin Owens' wrestling or restaurant incident. You know, I mean, if it was something bigger, you know, like Kevin Owens is in a fight with somebody, I mean, that's something different. But I mean, okay, he had a bad experience at a restaurant, and the restaurant owner was apparently related to Ariel Helwani. Okay, you know, I know it's going to be a story. You know, I know it has draw because, oh, it's Ariel Helwani, but really coming from my point of view, I mean, I understand why the wrestling websites made a big deal about it and wrote about it because it would attract viewers, but me personally, I don't care about it. It's not a big deal. Next one. Somebody wanted me to talk about the Brock Lesnar Stephanie McMahon comment. So Brock apparently said he's going to do what he wants. You know, regarding, I guess Stephanie said some shit, and then at the UFC press conference after his win there at UFC 200, apparently Brock responded to Stephanie and said, "Oh, I'm going to do what I want," or something like that. And you know, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes with Brock and his relationship with WWE management or whatever the fuck. I mean, it sure, you know, he's under contract with WWE, so really he's not going to do what he wants. I think Vince has to approve of his fights in UFC, so, you know, he might have just been really hyped up after the fight and wanted to see him all tough and shit like that. So I don't know what's in his contract and shit. I mean, I'm pretty sure Vince pretty much controls him. You know, because he's under contract, he has to be in this company for at least, I think, a couple more years. So, excuse me there, but so you know, so does WWE? You know, WWE controls him to an extent. I mean, Brock doesn't have a normal fucking schedule, doesn't have a normal contract. He only shows up, you know, not many times a year, so I guess he could do what he wants to it, like I said, to an extent. So, like I said, he was probably just caught up in the moment and shit like that. But Alright, so my phone ran out of space just as I was ending this video, but like I was saying, I'm sure Brock will fight at least, you know, one more time in the UFC, probably more than that. But I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that topic. And there you go. And that's my last topic. So there you go, people. There's another episode of RANTAMANIA.